Hello everyone, my name is Junice. I'm the head of marketing at Overbit, and I'll be your host today. And let me start by introducing three fantastic gentlemen who's going to be joining us for the show today. So let's start with Calvin Ng, CEO of Forex Lens. Let me do a quick introduction of Forex Lens. Forex Lens is a Forex educational platform headquartered in Toronto, Canada. Forex Lens teaches technical analysis and institutional trading and offers guidance to traders of all experience levels to make trading a successful and profitable endeavor. The second person that I'd like to introduce is Chi Liu, CEO of Overbit. Who is Overbit? Overbit is a Bitcoin margin trading platform headquartered in Singapore. Overbit offers a range of markets for crypto, Forex, and commodities with leverages up of 100 times for crypto and 500 times for Forex. And our last guest for today is Institute Trader, and we'll call him IT. IT is a senior technical analysis at Forex Lens who streams live twice a day with the Forex Lens community, teaching institutional trading. And IT views the market from a smart money's perspective, providing analysis and trade ideas for Forex Lens members. How cool is it? Now, today is going to be a very interesting session because we're going to talk about a survey that Overbit conducted from 17th of March to 31st of March this year. And we all know that the interest in cryptocurrency is at a very, very high, all-time high at the moment. There are many factors that are contributing to this pitch or this high pitch of crypto, and it's due to NFT, institutional adoptions, the booming DeFi, and so forth. But to understand this spectrum of crypto and this asset space, this survey identified a few key areas. And let me start by introducing the key areas where this survey was looking into. We looked into cryptocurrency and traditional markets, exchange onboarding processes, traders' behavior and trading preferences, tools chosen by traders and communities, security, different trading platforms and exchanges, and the last thing that we looked into is on the demographics of the traders or the respondents who actually answered the survey. Tonight, I'm proud to tell that 3,000 respondents across 87 countries, across all continents, maybe except for Antarctica, participated in this survey. So it's not a small survey. And I would love to hear the thoughts from our guests tonight, starting with a topic on demographics of traders or the personas of traders. But before we do that, let me share with you the highlights of the survey based on personas. Younger respondents aged 18 and below, and those between 25 to 34 were the most likely identified as novice traders. The more matured traders aged 35 and above identified themselves as cryptocurrency users or professional traders. Now, what better way to start but to ask our guests one by one to introduce themselves and to introduce when they started dipping their toes or fingers or every part of their body into cryptocurrency. And I'm going to start with Calvin from Forex Lens. So Calvin, please share with us about your trading experience. Thank you.
Sure. So my trading experience or trading journey was probably like most, up and down roller coaster of profitability, emotions, a lot of pain, and then a lot of euphoria, and a lot of pain again. And it was just a vicious cycle of up and downs until I really got down my psychology of trading. And psychology is really 90% of trading. It's really all trading is, really. The technical analysis part, charting, is really just 10%. And us as humans, our brain is trained to kind of protect ourselves and from pain, from hurt. And what trading requires is something completely different. You need to be able to take the pain and take the losses and move on to the next trade, right? So it takes a lot of training your mind, training your psychology to get used to that. And once you get your psychology right, then trading comes pretty natural. Learning how to chart is not that hard, and we teach that in our live sessions every day. We guide our traders how to look for specific trade setups that are high probability. So we teach the easy part. We also guide them with the psychology part, how to control their emotions and do all that. So yeah, my journey is probably like most up and down until you really get to a point where you're comfortable with your psychology.
Wow. Emotions, hey? That's the
Yeah.
good thing and the bad thing. And it's a scary thing, I'll tell you, regardless whether you're a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
IT, share with us. You look like a very cool guy, probably no emotions when it comes to numbers and figures and charts. Share with us your secrets on your trading experience.
So when it comes to trading, like Kelvin said, it's all about psychology. You can start with the charts like everybody does. When I started, it was just all the charts. Like you're looking at the charts. But then you get to a point where you definitely do understand price. You know what price is trying to do, but then something in your mind will not align itself with price. So you might see price going up, you try to buy it, but for some reason, your mind will be telling you if you buy, it will go down, right? And then you will stop buying only for you to see price go up. So mostly it's about trying to improve and understand yourself in relationship with the market. And then once you get that, that's when you become, a successful trader. But until then, you can learn as much as you want and you're not still going to get it. So the trading journey has been get to know price or get to understand charts and then build your mindset around it so that once you get your mindset hit, then you'll be running smoothly. Because trust me, you can go 10 years and still your psychology will still be playing with you. So the psychology aspect of trading is huge, but most people do discount that. They don't want to know about psychology. So yeah, that's been my journey. My journey has been like the first 3 years was just charting. And then it got to a point I do understand price, but then for some reason something will happen and everything will go back down again. So then I had to kind of work on my mindset. And after working on my mindset quite a lot by reading books and doing a lot of exercises, mind exercises, and I got to a point where one of the key things, Kelvin mentioned it, is trying to let your mind accept losses. Because your mind is not trained to accept losses, because it will try to kind of prevent or protect you against losses. So once you're able to accept that, okay, I'm wrong, everything will change. And that was my my turnaround when I got to a point where I understood that, okay, I'm wrong, I need to accept it, and that changed everything. So yeah, that's how it will be if you want to learn trading.
Wow, great insight. So it's charts, price, acknowledgement, acceptance, and moving on.
Yes.
Right. Cool. Well, we shall listen to what Chi Liu has to say about his trading experience. Is it charts and price, or is it emotions?
So when you just say the survey results, you say between what 24 to 37 identify is what novice traders, right? So I think I'm novice trader. So I cannot beat you guys, right? IT and Kelvin. You guys are more professional on this kind of stuff. And for me to trade, luckily in crypto I entered early. So for myself, I have big of luck involved with crypto trading. So I have been this since 2014 and 15, which basically, there's a chunk of money I already can make, during those years. So later on, when I see this volatility of this crypto market, what I would do is, I just keep buying when it's low. So for example, right now we are speaking around May 21st, right? Today is May 21st, and last 2 days, Bitcoin price, or not even Bitcoin, like entire crypto market, it just dropped like 40%. So like that is the timing to go on. And before we start this conversation, Junius mentioned about that. I told Junius to buy it now because the price is 38,000, and then Junius says something that most people will say no, it's too high. I'm scared to get in. So you have to I mean, step forward for your comfort zone, and this is most people that wouldn't like to take. For like lots of my like most of my friends, it's like Judas. They say, oh, it's too high, I cannot enter. But if you look at like overall the market, if you believe the market, and then I'm talking about more long-term tradings because I don't have time like you guys like doing daily trade. I sometimes do swing trade, but most of the time I just buy it and hold for myself. And I think June is the same. If you are those type of person can wait, at least like three years or so. I think that's fine. And I would like to hear more from IT and Kelvin later on to see how you guys can help us with if we want to get more into day trade or even later a swing trade, so we can learn like even though we don't watch the screen, the chart all the time, how we can get to the market with your with your knowledge. So I would like to hear that later on.
Of course.
Wow. That's great stuff. All right, I'm just going to end here now. I'm going to go buy some Bitcoin. Sorry, just joking. Just joking. Right, so that's cool. That's cool. Here's a fast fact for you, gentlemen, and everyone else who's listening today. The majority of traders, 60% of them that were surveyed, identified themselves as an occasional cryptocurrency user with just 1 to 2 years of trading experience. 60% of that. That's a pretty high number, I reckon. So moving on to the next topic, we'll look into the demographics of traders, specifically the novice traders, because that's where the core group of people are. And it's a very interesting fact because when we did this survey in 2021, we also did a survey at the same period, 17th of March to 31st of March in 2020. So there's some comparison numbers that I'd like to show you. So in 2021, the demographics of novice traders, 30% of them surveyed, 30% of them from the survey, mentioned that they are considered novice traders. In 2020, 58% of respondents identified themselves as novice traders. So you can see that in 2021, the number has decreased. And I've got this first question targeting towards Mr. Kelvin, because why do you think there's a huge drop? In a way, it's a huge drop of novice traders in the first year of their trading experience. Love to hear that.
Sure. So in my opinion, sometimes the simplest answer is the right answer. So I think we see a huge drop in novice traders within the first 12 months because simply the people coming into the Forex market or the crypto market, they're just not serious about trading. They probably heard from a friend that they're making a lot of money trading, or someone showed them that they're making a lot of money trading. They found someone online that's, showing, nice cars, luxurious stuff, and they got hooked. And then they got excited, and then they got involved, but that excitement kind of dies down once they realize that it's a lot harder than it looks, and you need a lot of discipline to succeed in trading. And they get pitched this get rich quick opportunity, and they think they're going to make boatloads of money, but then they realize that it's not that easy. And so I think those are probably the main reasons why a lot of traders that come in drop off at the beginner level and the novice level in the first year. It's just they're not coming in with realistic expectations.
Good
That's
point.
just my thoughts. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So IT, based on charts and prices, do you think FOMO plays a big role for novice traders? Based on what Kelvin was just sharing, like you see the flashy cars, you see the gold chains with the Bitcoin logo on it, and then do you think that's a reason for a drop off?
I think yes, that is a reason. And also to add on top of that, when it comes to trading, it's the accessibility, the fact that it's easy to have access to it. So if you remember, if the survey was done in 2020, we had a big lockdown going on. So people were locked down in their rooms and they had nothing to do. So they had access to the internet and, advertisement going on. If you literally switch on your Snapchat, you're going to get buy Bitcoin, right? So everybody knew about cryptos. So that is what I think led people, the majority of the people, into the crypto market, because it was also booming. And you will get people that know nothing about trading come to ask you, oh, have you bought Bitcoin, or have you bought Ethereum, or have you bought something? Because that's what I had. I had that a lot. Friends that don't know nothing about trading coming to you say, okay, I want to get into crypto. So in my opinion, is the fact that first of all, there was the lockdown where people were stuck at home. So people were trying to find other means of income. So it brought a lot of them on board. But once they come on board, then that what Kelvin said earlier comes in, where what is the expectation? Are they coming in to get rich tomorrow? Or are they coming in with the understanding that this is trading, is going to take me quite a while for me to get it? Or are they coming in with the expectation that, okay, I'm doing this for the long term? So that is why the drop-off happened, because they didn't come in with the right mindset. So most of it has to do with the mindset, where they were not actually prepared for the trading or for the investment that they were trying to do. They thought it was a sprint, but they came in and realized that it was a marathon and they couldn't handle it.
Very good point. Emotions again, isn't it?
Always.
Always, yeah. Cool. Good point. Chi, what about yourself? What do you think? There's a drop off, the reasons of drop off for novice traders in the first year.
I think I agree with both of you. Since the lockdown, I have more chance to meet new friends in Hong Kong, so in here, and talk to them, and then like to see what's going on. Like most of them, they say, okay. I say, well, what are you guys doing now? They say, oh, I invest stock, I invest crypto. I say, oh wow, really? And I say that how you guys started? You just say, oh, I just started. I just follow someone's trade. so like they are just not really to learn, or they just listen whatever message or information, they just go in, and then when they don't know the stuff, and especially in crypto, it's a volatile market, and we can see lots of these people coming in. So you can see like in 2020, or even right now, still we have lots of novice traders, novice people. We cannot call them a trader, actually, yeah, and to come in. And the why it drops, one, like Kelvin say, people they probably just want to get quick money, but first maybe they achieve the goal, so they quick, or maybe they just something happened, something bad happened. But usually, yes, something bad happened to them, because they don't they don't know anything about it. And second, just when they were novice in 2020, times go on. In 2021, they learned a whole year, so they really dig into like the trading and then study of crypto. Later on, they see they become more mature, and then they would call themselves, if the same person doing the survey again, they would say, oh, I'm probably not a novice anymore. And however, this is a wrong thinking too. you know, if I have novice trader if I have no people get into this the crypto market beginning of 2020 and to right now, probably not right now, to last week, let's say, I definitely will make money, because I would tell you, whenever I invest in crypto last year until last week of this year, I will definitely make money, and that will give a person wrong thinking of, oh, I'm professional. You know, people will think like this. I say, oh, I can trade, I can make money, and they will tell people, say, hey, I make good money in crypto, I think I'm pro trader. No. So, you know, this misconcept will let people say, oh, I'm not novice anymore. However, you know, last 2 days, what happened, and you will see what people survive after that. So yes, agree, both of you.
Yeah, the market does a good job to clean out the beginners as well.
Yeah.
When there's a lot of froth and you know, a lot of euphoria in the market, it tends to be able to, you know, stop everyone out, and then you know, go back to its original direction. Does that a lot.
It's like purging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very interesting point, because we're going to cover a little bit about the pandemic, as well as how traders, Forex traders and crypto traders are. So keep those thoughts there, gents, and then we'll come back to that shortly. So the next area that we're going to talk about is on traders' awareness of cryptocurrency as an asset. Because, you know, there's institutional people coming in, and not just retail investors anymore. So the survey showed that 40.9% or 41% of surveyed traders have been made aware of cryptocurrency asset, this class, for 3 years or more. That's quite a substantial time, bearing in mind that crypto is quite a new asset, right? So sorry, Kelvin, I keep on pointing to you, but you're the next person to answer this.
Sure.
What was the main factor that drew you to crypto as an asset, that made you want to invest in crypto from traditional?
Sure. So in the previous interview we did, I mentioned that I started in 2017. That's when I first heard about Bitcoin, and that's when we saw Bitcoin pump up all the way to around 20K, I believe. And I didn't own any Bitcoin at the time. And that's when I started really paying attention to it, because, you know, there was a lot of hype around it. And I started accumulating kind of on the dip, all the way from, you know, 16K to down to 3K. I'm not really sure where my average would be, but I would say somewhere between 6 to 10,000. So the question is, you know, what factor drew me to the crypto asset and made me want to invest in it? So I guess that answer has changed over time a little bit. In the beginning, it was because of the disproportionate return potential that it could give you. You know, there's no other market that could give you these type of returns. You know, and then I learned more about what Bitcoin was, its value proposition, and then I developed the belief that Bitcoin is really hard money. It's Michael Saylor calls it a bank in cyberspace, and he has a lot of great points as well. You know, about how Bitcoin is hard money. He did a conference as well called Bitcoins for Corporations, where he helps a lot of institutions adopt Bitcoin into their corporate treasury. And Bitcoin is a great hedge to inflation and to the traditional markets, which is really great to have in any portfolio, really, even if it's just like a 1% allocation. You know, traditionally, people use gold, precious metals as a hedge, but gold is, in my opinion, it's pretty outdated. It's old technology. You know, we kind of have to get with the times. Bitcoin is a much better, you know, hedge, a much better asset than gold in every single way that gold is good. at, gold is more expensive to produce and it's much slower, and it has a finite supply. The only thing gold has over Bitcoin is really, the thousands of years of history that it's been around. So in my opinion, I think Bitcoin is much superior to gold in terms of, transacting, in terms of being an asset, hedging asset, as well as just a regular, investment asset. I used to subscribe to the narrative that, we're going to see the crash of the US dollar because of all this printing. But now I don't really believe that much anymore, because I do think that the government won't allow that to happen. It won't allow, the crash of the US dollar. They'll pull every trick in the book to prevent that from happening. What the Fed right now, what they want to do is they want to create hyper growth, for the economy, to get the unemployment rates back to kind of pre-pandemic numbers. And they're basically creating a floor, and in a macro perspective, Bitcoin will succeed. It's the way they're printing money, it's going to inflate all markets, not just crypto. It's going to pump a lot of money into the markets. So Bitcoin, crypto will basically benefit from that, from those fundamentals as well. And I think in the macro perspective, Bitcoin will succeed, and will be probably one of the greatest investments of all time. We did see a huge market sell-off this week. So who knows? It could be the start of a bear market. It could be just a liquidation event, and then where money transferred from the weak to the strong, and smart money will then try and push price higher, right? But I think we'll get a better picture of that in the coming days and weeks.
Agreed. There's a lot of movement, isn't it? We don't know whether it's liquidations, like you mentioned, or whether really the bear market is coming in place. I think that's the next question I'd like to hear from IT. Based on all your charts and prices and your TAs and your exposure to the markets, IT, do you think that you're seeing people wanting to learn more about trading crypto, especially in this current time and space?
Yes, I believe people have seen the difference between the normal returns, because in every investment or in every trading, you're looking at returns, what you can achieve based on what you're putting in. So I personally, sometimes I look at cryptos, I'm thinking I should be in cryptos, because if you see, last time I was looking at the charts and I saw Dogecoin go up for almost 100% within a day. And I was thinking, nothing can give you that, right? No currency can go up 100% within a day. So I believe that a lot of people are going to get interested in trading cryptos in the coming years, especially if it's properly regulated, if it's put on a platform where it's similar to what the currency market does. When it's presented in that aspect, a lot of people are, for now it's a bit risky. I tried to margin trade cryptos, and it wasn't the easiest out there. I couldn't get my head around it, because you need a bit of information and a bit of knowledge to kind of understand how to margin trade cryptos. It's quite different from margin trading Forex market. So in the coming years, people will be really interested in trading cryptos. I myself am interested in doing crypto. So yes, people will be interested. The crypto world is gonna boom. That will be where I believe going forward we will have a change in the financial arena, where cryptos are going to reign. We don't have belief in the fiat currency anymore. So it's all going to be about crypto. So yes, people will be interested in trading.
Wow. Wow, good insights. Thank you. I'm interested to hear from Chi, from an exchange perspective, you know, I mean, you own the platform. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think more and more coming into crypto?